Yeah. It's going. It's going. It's live. He ain't dropped down on mine. You can hear. GMS Mobile, Alabama camp. We come week in and week out, prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. But you know it is America, we know it is Babylon, you know it's symbolic of all the other ancient heathenistic kingdoms. You know, but before we get into it, we're gonna turn face the east and get our honor and glory to Let's go on us to the apostles of the elders of great millstone, moving with and the great example to his young brothers of the truth. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. I ain't got no topic, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on. Like, you know, they talk about this Wall Street, you know, this this collapse, this economic collapse, like going into somebody look at the Great Depression. Yeah, look into that.
Look at what?
Great Depression. The stock market crash. That's what it is. Not the economic collapse. Stock market crash. Because they saying this crash gonna be greater, and we know it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be. We know it's gonna be worse than the crash that happened in 1929, man. It's gonna surpass that, you know.
This is the Great Depression in Wikipedia.
The main thing trying to get to, like, what was going, like, what happened to the economy. You know, like shit about what happened, like how bad it was for the people, so to speak. You know, you can read the first, you know,
the first paragraph.
Yeah, you can read the first paragraph. And kind of look. You ain't got it. If you don't see nothing, you'll move to something.
It said the Great Depression was a severe worldwide economic depression.
Right, and this what's going on now is gonna be severe in this worldwide. You see what's going on in Europe, you know. You see what's going on in Western Europe, so to speak. What's going on in the UK and all that shit with they banks and shit, you know. What's going on in China? They bank freezes and stuff, you know. Because everything run through America. That's why they call the world, Twin Towers, the World Trade Center, Wall Street. You know, that's why all the nations come to America. You know, and the stock market and the business and shit flow through America, Babylon the Great.
It said between 1929 and 1939, that began after a major fall in stock prices in the United States.
And we in that time right now. You got major falls in stock prices. I was listening to Mike Adams. He was interviewing some dude that get deep into that stocks. He that's what he into, stocks, crashing. You know, and he was basically saying at this point it can't drop no lower. Only thing can happen now is for this bitch to crash. You know, or they figure something out to boost it back up, bring more money, you know, shit like that. The stock market finna crash. You know, soon. You know, this year type soon shit. You know, and if that happen, man, it's gonna get bad.
It says the economic contagion began around September 4th, 1929.
The economic container. Look up economic. What's economic? You know, because it's a hey, this shit here already, but they just covering it up. They ain't talking about it. You know, we already in a recession. What they say, two quarters of failed something. That's basically a recession. We in a recession, man. You know, we in a fucking Great Depression, man. You know?
So definition.
Economic. Yeah, real.
They sound like something.
It's the same thing. You keep going.
It says the economic contagion began around September 4th, 1929, and became known worldwide as Black Tuesday. The stock market crash of October 29, 1929, economic shock transmitted across the world, impacting countries to varying degrees, with most countries experiencing the Great Depression from 1929. The Great Depression was the longest, deepest, and most widespread depression of the 20th century,
Right.
and is regularly used as an example of an intense global economic depression.
This the simple Google definition of economics. It say the branch of knowledge concerned with the production, consumption, and transfer of wealth, the condition of a region or group as regards material prosperity.
Right. And this shit is taking a swift downturn, man. You know, dealing with the economy, the wealth, the production of goods and material, you know, the oil, all that play into economics, you know, in the economy. And that shit doing bad right now, man. You know, the pipelines got exploded, Nord Stream 1 and 2. You know, all these things playing a part. C-19, you know, slow shit down with the, basically the world stopped for a minute, you know, with those lockdowns and shit, further fucking up the economy, you know, let alone these natural disasters and shit, man. You know, these things are further fucking up the economy, you know, and the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer, and they destroying, completely eliminating the middle class, man. That's the whole purpose of them doing what they doing, because they finna wipe, with this move they finna make right now, they finna wipe the middle class all the way out. Either you gonna be rich or you gonna be poor. Either you gonna take the MOTB and be in this digital system, or you gonna be put to death, or you gonna be on the off grid, man. You know, that's the times we coming into, man. Cause Esau finna make his move. This nigga know his time is short. You know, more eclipses coming up. You know, the Lord say gonna be signs in the sun and the moon, and that's what that dude was talking about. He studied all the crashes, and he say an eclipse coming up on October 25th, and he was like all the crashes was around eclipse. So we know Esau know the scriptures, and Esau watched the skies, man. You know, the Lord gave him wisdom on the left-hand side, the knowledge. He gave him the knowledge of wickedness, you know, which is not wisdom, but he gave him the knowledge of wickedness on the left-hand side to read the stars, study astronomy, you know? Instead of this nigga knowing, okay, shit, we go to war, we plant, time to harvest. This nigga, goddamn, okay, do this spell, do this enchantment, turn on CERN, go the Hydra Colliders, open up the portals to hell. Let me stop. But you know, Esau do shit like that with his knowledge. That's what he was created for, man. You got it.
This Luke chapter 21 and verse 11. It says, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven.
And eclipses, and solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, those are part of those signs. You know, the planets aligning and shit, all these different things that be going on in the with astrology, so to speak. Those different signs, and Esau utilized those signs. Esau utilized full moons. You know, Esau used all these things to persuade people to do enchantments because he have the knowledge of the left hand. Man. Everything work around Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Another thing they were going into was the how, because they don't know what's fuck going on, but basically how these collapses are centered around the so-called Jewish calendar, the lunar calendar. You know, because the so-called Jewish people, they the ones who running this shit.
Yeah.
They the ones in control. They the ones doing all these crashes. If they ain't wanted to crash, they'll wipe the dead away, man.
Yep.
This is all a plan. This is part of the agenda, man. You know?
Let me get this. Because first and foremost, they the motherfuckers that doing all the enchantments.
Right.
You know, this is Isaiah 47:10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. This the point. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Yep, and they going into Esau.
Yep.
You know? Hey, stand in your enchantments.
I got some more.
Yep. Stand in your enchantments in the time that's coming, man. Hey, when the Lord snatched the control out of your hand, because everything happening right now for the most part, Esau Edom is doing. But the Lord is controlling this nigga, man. But he think he got it all under control. No, the Lord is controlling you to do what you're doing, man. But it's going to come to a point where Esau ain't going to know what to do. His enchantments ain't going to work. You know? Baal and Molech, they ain't going to sit at the table. And Satan, you know, they ain't going to sit at the table when they try to conjure them up, man. Them spirits ain't going to be coming to them no more. You know, so they going to be doing all those enchantments and they ain't going to be working, man. You know?
Yep. Reading on. This verse 13. Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsel.
Yeah, because they sit at the round table, all these elites, you know, the super rich, and they all satanic. They do their enchantments, they do their spells and they witchcraft and wizardry, and plot up on how they gonna get their birthright back, man.
Right.
And they gonna fail miserably, man.
Right. It says, let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Yep, and this stock market, all these different crashes and shit. After listening to an old boy who did deep study on it, been studying it for a long time, all these crashes was around spring equinoxes and solar eclipses and lunar eclipses. All these things was happening around those times within a week, 2 weeks, you know, shit like that. What he was explaining. You'll have to watch the video. Just go to Brighton or Mike Adams, Hill Frame, you know. And they was going into it on the crash that's about to come. And basically what he was saying, the dude was doing all the studying on it, like this could happen between now. They did the interview on the 2nd, between now and August, man. I mean November. You know, a stock market crash, man. What, bank freezes, black swan events, shit like that gonna happen here in America. And what he was explaining, like it's gonna be worse and quicker than the Great Depression, because in 1929 they ain't have fucking cell phones and all that shit.
Yeah.
Now, when it
FaceTime
happened,
to internet and all that shit.
when it happened this time, that shit gon' happen so motherfucking fast. It ain't gonna take a day. It's gonna be like 10 minutes.
Yup.
That was a real demon.
Yup.
You know? It's gonna take like 10 minutes and it's gonna be all over, man. You know? These Edomites, they fucking through, man. But they better rejoice and be glad. You know, because soon they gonna be picking cotton, man.
Right, they gonna be screaming for real.
Yeah. They gonna be screaming for real, for real.
Be weeping in national teeth.
Motherfucker. First.
Yeah. Reading on, verse 14. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee.
Yeah, all these nations that with America, especially, you know, these Ishmaelites and Elamites, the merchants.
Yeah.
You know, these Moabites and Hamites and shit, these motherfuckers. They gonna take their ass home, man.
It's lucky not to cut you out, but you see what Ishmael done did, so-called Arab. They done joined hand with Russia, the OPEC. I forgot what the OPEC means, but it's the oil-producing countries. They joining hand with Russia now, man. You know, the Saudi crown prince, you know, Biden was trying to make a deal with him. Shit, he's shaking hand with Russia now, man. You know, so they're just going until all American allies finna get ready to hate this motherfucker, man. And ultimately gonna shoot arrows at this bitch and burn it up, man.
And I don't know if they ain't allies in that spec, but they business partners.
Yeah, they business partners.
You know?
Right.
Because, you know, like you say, that's a key move.
Yeah.
You know, because
Chess move.
that's what the petrodollar is centered around, man. That's why they call it the petrodollar. It's centered around that oil, man. You know, and those Saudi princes, they agreed to sell their oil in US dollars, man. So once all these nations start attaching, the dollar gonna crash even faster.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the plan. That's the plan of the elites. America is a corporation and they finna file bankrupt on this business.
Right.
You know?
Right.
America is one big business and they finna close this bitch down. They made their money. They gonna close this bitch down and file bankruptcy. Close shop.
With the stock market crashing.
With the stock, no more America. And this, what it's gonna be is gonna be a huge wealth transfer, man. See, they ain't gonna just do this and then they lose it. No, they finna win. When they make this move, it's gonna be a W for the elite. One sector of it, man. You know? And I forgot who put it up. Going into how the central, the Rothschilds trying to get the central bank of Iran. You know, that's one of the only central, I think it's like 3 of them that they don't have power over in Iran. That might be the last one, or that might be one of the last ones. You know, Iran Central Bank, you know, they trying to get power. They basically trying to, you know, get it.
If I'm not mistaken, that goes into those BRIC nations. If I'm not mistaken, I'll have to look back into it.
It might be.
But Bobby Shaw, let him bring out that OPEC right quick. Then you can reach over here.
You can look up a BRIC nation too, just to see. You get that first.
This the Wikipedia definition of OPEC, it says the organization of the petroleum exporting countries is an intergovernmental organization of 13 countries.
And one of those top countries, like you said, is Saudi Arabia, man.
It say founded on the 14th of September 1960 in Baghdad by the first 5 members. Since 1965, the headquarters has been in Vienna, Austria.
But this the acronym for the BRICS. The BRICS nations. The acronym started as BRIC in 2001 when Goldman Sachs, then chief economist Jim O'Neill, predicted that the economic weight of Brazil, Russia, India, and China, so no, Iran is not a part of that. It's Brazil, Russia, India, and China, could eclipse the world's biggest economies in the next decades. So now,
but if all those countries join together, the only country that's really in the middle as of now is India, man. India really ain't. They basically in the middle. They ain't really chose a side. But if India, Russia, and China, shit, that alone, America and NATO and EU through, man. Because shit, it's millions of people billions of people in India and China. All they gotta do is just, they'll outpower you through number, man. And they got the best nuclear weapons, man. And all of those countries' nuclear powers, man.
That's why the scriptures say, "Let the weak say that I am strong." Because all those smaller nations, the weaker nations.
Yeah, because India and China agricultural nations, really, man.
Yep. And then America, the hammer of the whole earth. Now all those countries got nuclear capability now, man. So now they saying they strong shit. We got just as much power as you do now, if not more, because you ain't even got no missile defense system.
Not to fuck with what we got. You might shoot down some shit that don't matter, but if you gonna stop this hypersonic missile that can destroy a whole city, man.
Yeah, that first motherfucker gonna be the decoy.
Yep. Grab Ezekiel, then. He got Revelation 18.
This Ezekiel chapter 38. Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
They're going into Russia.
It say, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
Yeah, and the Lord is against Russia, man. We ain't on road. We talk that shit about Russia and shit, but fuck Russia, man. Fuck all these countries, man. We just be talking, man, because that's what's gonna happen.
Right.
Russia gonna wear America ass out, man.
Right.
Poop, Uncle P, Master P.
Yeah.
Say, verse 3, verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Yeah, you gonna be trying to, like Putin doing right now. Putin trying to, he trying to keep peace for real. But they forcing his hand to an extent. Destroying the Nord Stream 1 and 2. That was $1 billion, $1 billion pipeline, man. And that was, that's gonna affect Russia's economy and shit. See that shit they were doing, them sanctions and all that shit wasn't affecting Russian economy because Russia was pushing a lot of natural gas and natural resources through those pipelines to Germany. That's gonna affect Germany. Germany is part of NATO and the EU, man. You know? So shit, that part of that 10 horns that's gonna hate this whore, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Say verse 4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords.
Yeah, you gonna see the real Russia in, man. And that's why Russia got the drought going on in every fucking thing, man. Hey, they finna get ready, man. They see, that's the Lord stirring up that goddamn Russian Edomite spirit, man. Like it's wartime, man. It's a time of peace. Now we in a time of war. You know, it's time to get prepared. While America's sitting around lollygagging and shit, y'all gonna whoop their ass, so go ahead and get your military ready, man. All the troops you need, fuck it, do the draft. Go ahead and start prepping them up. Get them ready. Get them military ready. You know? People trying to run and leave Russia. No, nigga, you going to war.
Motherfucker killing themselves.
Yeah, nigga, you going to war still.
Hey,
You don't want to do it, somebody finna do it.
Like, I read an article where it was this Russian rapper. He killed himself. He committed suicide because he didn't want to get drafted.
Yeah, shit. Hey. You gonna wake up in captivity, man.
Damn right.
You know, you gonna wake up in slavery. But they trying to flee Russia. You know, motherfucker commit suicide. But guess what? Everybody ain't gonna do that because the Lord gonna put the spirit on these motherfuckers to get ready for war. You know, they gonna be scared, but they gonna have to fight, man. Because this the Lord's movie, man. You know?
We gonna draw them all into the valley of Jehoshaphat. This verse 5 it say, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet.
And Persia is Iran. Russia, Iran, North Korea, China,
Turkey probably gonna be in that motherfucker.
Turkey. You know, all these. Turkey is part of the NATO, man. You know, Turkey got the strongest. I was listening to somebody, you know, so I could be wrong. They were saying Turkey got one of the strongest militaries in the Middle East, and they arch enemy is the Israelis, man. They don't like each other, man. You know. So, hey, you got Israel fucked and America fucked too because they gonna ride with each other till the wheels fall off, man.
Right.
All the way into the pits of hell, man.
Yeah.
They gonna be hand joined hand, and both of them bitches gonna get wiped out.
Oh, but this bitch got to be totally made desolate, and that mother and our land over there got to be cleansed. Or them motherfucking heathens. Got it.
Back in Ezekiel 38:6, it says, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands.
Now when I look, and all those ancient maps be different, but Gomer and Togarmah, if I ain't mistaken, was speaking about Turkey. You know, on the ancient maps I see. I could have been looking at the wrong one. But Gomer and Turkey Gomer and Togarmah was in Turkey, man. And Togarmah was kind of more north than Gomer. You know, but both of them in Turkey.
Say,
But at the end of the day, it's talking about European countries and shit. What it is, the USSR. You know that Soviet Union.
United States and Soviet Russia.
You know, the Soviet Union joining back up. You know, and plus other countries, man.
say, and many people with thee. Verse 7, be thou prepared and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Yeah, because Russia got the second strongest military in the world behind America. You know? So Russia gonna have to protect Iran. Russia gonna have to protect Ethiopia and Libya. You know? Russia gonna have to protect North Korea, China. Even though China, you know, a superpower too, but Russia gonna protect these different countries, man. You know, especially Iran, you know, Libya, the countries that it said, man.
And that's why they've been selling them all them S-400 missile defense systems and shit like that, man.
Right.
Starting with that, you know.
Yeah.
And all kinds of other weaponry.
Even Turkey, because Turkey is a part of the NATO, and that's the military part of the beast, man. That's the military side of the beast, and they, you know, gonna break off, man. You know, before the 10 toes hate the whore and burn her with fire, they gonna be still somewhat together too. You know what I'm saying? But they, you know, splitting up, shit going down, and eventually they gonna, you know, all break off from NATO and EU, NATO for sure, and they gon' fuck this place up, man.
This is Revelation chapter 18. I'm just gonna start at verse 1. It say, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Yeah, because America's gonna fall. And this time it ain't gonna shake back, man. Find that precept, we would have healed Babylon, but Babylon did not be healed. This time this bitch gonna fall, but it ain't gonna shake back, man. And this is going into that virgin daughter being penetrated with war, man. You know, you just read Isaiah 47, you know. Babylon, old virgin daughter Babylon, about to sit in the dust, man. That's what Revelation 18 talking about, man. This place being brought down, the destruction of this place, total destruction, nuclear missile destruction of this place. That's what Revelation 18.
Verse 3 say, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Yeah, all the wickedness, you know, democracy, you know, LGBTQ, McDonald's, skyscraper, bow tie, you know, tuxedo, holiday, you know, motherfuckers doing everything America do, man.
Right.
English,
Right.
motherfucking Chinese, gotta speak English to fly the plane, man.
It say, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Yeah, these goddamn Edomites, man. These niggas, these Ammonites, Moabites, they bring they funky ass over here and get rich, man. Don't gotta pay no taxes, free schooling, all that shit, rents, loans, low interest rates. You know? Why our black ass over this bitch goddamn broke hell. Interest rate high as a bitch.
Like Jay like to say, we gotta get shit out the mud.
Mud.
Right.
Yeah, all the way out the mud. Real live crabs in the bucket. You know? Crawfish.
Dang. Mud bugs.
Mud bugs. Now they look at us like mud bugs. So I say, fuck them niggas, goddamn. We gonna get this shit to the head. Because they all in one consent, man. You know, going back to Psalm 83, man.
But they know who we are. That's what it all goes back to. They know we Jacob. And they want that birthright back. So they say, fuck them niggas.
And these heathens, going to Revelation 11, the rest of the heathens, they know that these two prophets tormented them that dwell in the earth, roughly paraphrasing it.
Oh.
Going to the northern and the southern kingdom, they know how it's gonna be when the tabernacle of David is raised back up, man. You know? They got stories and, you know, them damn Israelites, man.
Really?
They put hell on us, man. We gonna keep them down. We ain't gonna let them know who they is.
No.
We ain't gonna put them in the grave. We ain't gonna tell them who they are. We gonna oppress these motherfuckers and get rich, man.
Oh.
We gonna let Esau oppress them and we gonna lick their swords, man.
Oh.
Lazarus and the rich man, man.
Oh. And that's the beauty of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, preserving that remnant. It's gonna come back into the knowledge of who they are, man.
Right.
And come back to him. Repent for they sins, they wrongdoing, they trespasses, man.
Yeah, fuck everybody else.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
a nigga, man.
Yeah, man. Every day.
Yeah, these niggas, a motherfucker in the world. Hey, man, we don't give a fuck about them. They ain't gotta believe us, man. Cause guess what? They finna die soon.
Yeah, scoffing
Not later.
ass niggas.
Nigga finna die soon, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Niggas condemning themselves all on brothers comment boards and shit. Talking shit, man. You ain't doing nothing, condemning yourself, man.
The Lord say he gonna start with his house.
Yeah.
These niggas, a lot of these motherfuckers, like, I forgot who, Elder Apostle Ball went into, he was like, a lot of the 2/3 don't know they Israelites, man. You know, coming up against the prophets, coming up against the true doctrine, saying the name ain't the name, saying the saying the MOTB ain't the CHI to the P. What you gonna say?
Oh, I thought you were trying to talk about C19.
Nah, saying the MOTB ain't what GMS say it is, and those who follow the doctrine of Yahushua say it is. You know, hey, those folks gonna die, man. They gon' get sentenced until they enemy, man. You know, and Esau gonna take them, man. Esau gonna rape them, man. He gonna stick his thing in them, man. And they ain't gonna cry out.
That little bitty thing.
Yeah, that little bitty thing. He gonna stick that little wee wee in him, man.
And Pete Floyd.
Yeah.
I got one right quick. This Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, said Yahweh. So, hey, yeah, like I said, man, all these niggas coming on brothers' comment board, talking shit, man. Hey, we got the right to condemn they fucking tongue, man. You know, but we already know what the scriptures say, man. You know, knowing the terror of the Lord, do we try to persuade men, man? We trying to persuade your ass to shut the fuck up, because you ain't doing nothing bringing condemnation upon your own goddamn self, man. That's all you doing.
Right.
So, hey, when the Lord start making examples out of you stupid ass niggas, then motherfuckers gonna see, oh, damn. You know, they were right. No, the scriptures is right.
Somebody grabbed that precept where it say, then shall they know the prophet.
It's Ezekiel chapter 3 and starting at verse 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto me, for they will not hearken unto me. Salakia. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads, as an adamant adamant harder than flint have I made their forehead.
The barefoot bandit.
Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. So we ain't gotta be scared of you niggas, because you come up scoffing and talking loud and mean mugging and all that shit, man.
Rebellious house, man.
Yeah.
Like the brother said, he said, hey, a lot of these people, especially our people, because they're gonna know they Israelites, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
So the Lord say, don't be afraid of a man that shall die.
You know, a contention. Every nigga is contentious. niggas arguing like a son bitch.
Yo.
All you hear, you pull up, jump out the car. God damn, boy, they get down in the back, ain't
Yeah.
shit, boy, they in the backyard. All you hear is niggas mouth, man,
Yo.
arguing about something. They gon' argue about everything, man. They gon' argue.
Over a spade game, the last beer.
Anything. Who the best rapper?
Last pork real.
Yeah. Niggas gonna be arguing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, well, then gunshots come right after.
This is the recipe.
Yeah.
Recipe for disaster.
What they call a nigga moment.
Hell yeah.
Boom dog. Nigga throw a chair and boy go down. That's what they had on the boom dog. Nigga call a nigga moment. Chair go to flying his old with.
Yeah.
Out here.
Don't not to get too far off topic, but like one of them years they were having a little Trinity Guard parade over there in the hood where I live at. You know, two Jakes got the organ and shit. They done shot at each other. I heard both of them motherfuckers they shot a female that was behind them. Like the dude that's standing right here, he shot a motherfucking female that was behind the dude he shot at. Motherfucker over here shot a female behind the dude he shot at.
Both of them had their eyes closed. Nigga, I'll kill you.
Oh, shit. That's some jumper with their eyes closed.
That was Eve judgment.
Yeah. Both of their wicked eyes.
Shouldn't have been Gander, bruh.
Yeah.
Bitch. But your ass shouldn't have been Gander, bruh. Judge.
Wow.
This that Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33 it say, and lo, verse 29 it say, then shall they know that I am Yahweh when I have laid the land most desolate, because all of their abominations which they have committed. And it's talking about the nation of Israel. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the house, and speaking one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear the word that cometh forth from the Lord. And they come unto thee as thy people cometh, and they sit before thee as thy people. And that's a nigga who got friends, you know, his Zeke, his friend, nigga got a goddamn rap page, you know.
Right.
That's them niggas, man.
Got chopper.
Yeah, nigga got the stick at camp, man. You know, the stick with the what they call the monkey nuts. Jake bugged out, but that's 2/3 of our people who in the truth, man.
Right.
You know, bug the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they letting it, you know, putting that shit on Front Street.
Right.
You know, but those people who know they Israelite, they know what tribe they in. They know, oh, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Boom, boom, boom. But they ain't living. You know, y'all know what go on amongst these other camps, man. You know, we preaching to the choir right here, man. Yeah, all this old bullshit, man. Not call upon the name. You know, that's them coming to here. You know, they talking against the prophets. You know, by the wall, and still coming to hear. You know, let's go see what these niggas talking about today. Oh, they say you can rape women. Oh, you can. GMS still teach the same thing as IUIC. They say you can take the chip and you'll be saved in the kingdom. IUIC say you can take the chip and repent. They teach the same thing. No, fool, that's two totally different things, you damn idiot. You know? But these those same niggas, man, that's in the truth, that know the name, you know? Or not, you know, but they know they Israelites.
This Luke 12:37. Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. Jumping down to the point
And those servants watching also were going into the prophets. You know, we were calling this thing to push the word, man.
Yep.
You know, not cheerlead. You know, not, you know, just sit back and bullshit and do nothing for the truth besides scoff and talk shit and switch the doctrine. No, we ain't called them to do all that, man. You know, a lot of these motherfuckers be like us, newly in the truth and shit, making up new doctrines, you know, bug the fuck out, man.
No. That's why you should just shut the fuck up, man, and just learn, man. Take notes. Write down scriptures, man. You know, go back and see if it reads how they bringing it out, man. That's what the apostles always say. Go back and fact check them, man. You know?
Study to show yourself approved.
First of all, stick with one goddamn group. Don't have itching ears, man.
Yep.
That's how you get misled.
Fuck sticking with one group. Your ass better find who got the truth, man.
Hell yeah.
And it's GMS, man. Or you know, one of the camps that teach the same doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, you got other camps that's not GMS, but they teach the same thing, man. You know, they give double honors to the apostle, they learn from the apostle, they teach the same thing. You know? Because you go and follow any one of these other camps, you gonna be led to destruction. You coming in this thing thinking it's about a rap nigga rapped out. You know? Party Passover. You the blind following the blind. You might well stay in the world, man. That's the scary thing about coming to this truth, man, because you coming to this truth, your death is gonna be worse than a person who never came in, man. You know, that's why we pray and hope that the Lord keep us in this thing, man, because if we fall out, our death gonna be worse than a nigga who just in the world, a nigga who never knew, who never was brought, who the Lord never revealed this to, man. You know, this is serious business. This ain't no fucking game, man. You know? We not here for fun, man. Even though, you know, we have good time together and shit, but this ain't no game, man. This ain't no hangout. It ain't none of that. It's serious business. You know?
Verse 38, I'm just reading on down there in the skip. It says, and if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch and find them so, blessed are those servants. And this know that if the good man of the house had known what hour that the thief would come, he would have watched and not have suffered his house to be broken through.
Yeah, and watching is a constant thing. You can't, you know, you gotta always be on your watch, man. Because if the thief comes here, you peeking out the window, I see, I got him. You know, not the Lord, but I'm saying like just if you got a house and motherfucker, you peeking, you always watching shit. A nigga ain't gonna just come rob you, man. Take what you got, man, because you watching. You know. So same with the Lord. The Lord gonna come as a thief, man, upon niggas, man. You know.
Verse 40, be ye therefore ready also.
I got that precept.
Verse 40, be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour when ye think not. Then Peter said unto him, Lord, speakest thou this unto us? Then Peter said unto him, Lord, speakest thou this parable unto us, or even to all? And the Lord said, who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household to give them their portion of meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord when he cometh shall find so doing. Of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath. And if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink, and to be drunken, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people who know they Israelites and shit, know the scriptures and all that. Everybody can teach, you know certain scriptures. But what they doing? They following all these other camps. They ain't got no pages up. You know, like Apostle Hubby's talking about IUIC, the 2,000 men march.
Nope.
IUIC ain't got no fucking 2,000 pages. You know? all these men, but no paper. This ain't what this about, man. Watching down the damn street, man.
And then the thing about it, some of these dudes be lighting up brothers' comment board, you know what I'm saying, with all kinds of scriptures. That's a lesson right there, man. You posted 3, 4, 5.
But when you go on their page, they shit empty.
Yeah.
If you can get in the spirit and put up precepts and all that shit on the comment board, you can make a video, man. You know, you can go out and teach. You know that many precepts, you can flow with the spirit like that, man. You know, you hide your talents in that way. You know?
The Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in asunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
So they, man, knowing this truth, you in a position to get fucked up, man. You know? That's why ain't no room for pride. We ain't made it, we still in this bitch, man. We still in hell, man. The Lord ain't came. You know, the Lord can make us bug out at any moment, and then many stripes gonna tie our ass up, man. You know?
Like I say, those that know, don't give the wicked warning and warn them and tell them that they're gonna die and warn them of their wicked way. That same wicked man shall die, but his blood shall be upon, you know, the men of Israel that's not teaching.
Yeah, those watchmen. Because what kind of watchman? Here they niggas sitting on the tower sucking their fingers. Just ate a fucking chicken wing. He's sucking their finger. Here it is, the army pulling up. He eating chicken like shit. Fuck it, I'm just finna play in my escape. Fuck everybody else. That's some bullshit, man. You know? Playing in my escape shit, they finna get their ass. You know?
When they pad that tree right there, I'm haul out.
Yeah, that right now.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2. I'm starting at verse 20, but the point is in verse 21 that the brother quoted. It says, for if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter end is worse with them than the beginning.
You escaped the world, you came to the truth, you know, you putting up video, you diligent, you know. Next thing you know, the nigga rap battling, man. You know, what they call this, rap battle. You know, nigga getting tattoos again, smoking weed, got pound. You know, nigga turned into goddamn Tony Montana, man, on us, Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
You know, went back in the world, beat master or some shit, man. You know, nigga went back. I'm finna, you know, go back. I'm finna go back to school, get my master degree. Man, sit your ass down, man. This place done, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Verse 21, it say, for it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. But it has happened unto them according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the soap that was washed to her wallowing in the mire.
And that's why, you know, hey, you gotta learn, you get to a certain level of learning, because the Lord is calling men in to teach, man. A lot of people getting called and ain't doing shit with what they, you know. You called in it, you ain't never made it. You been in true 10 years, you ain't made a video. What the hell you doing, man? You know? When you say you been in true 10 years and you ain't did a video like that one nigga in Bay said, I got no stack up the hill.
Yeah.
You know, what are you talking about, man? You ain't did a video, ain't never showed back up to the camp or nothing. You You know?
He got notes that high, but he can't agree with us.
Right.
You know?
Jake, woman pulled up on him and made his ass get in the car, man.
Jake just particular. Jake wanna be relevant and shit. Wanna be a part of the new trend. This ain't no fucking trend, man.
Niggas see a camera rolling, they just want to walk up and be seen. Like,
This the truth, man.
right.
You know? This ain't no goddamn black power, black empowerment, nigga. You know?
That's just like someone pulled. Hey, I just see a group of black brothers out here, man. I just knew something powerful going on.
Yeah, Star Wars, man.
Yeah.
I just, you know, Jake ain't never came back by this bitch again, man.
Right. Man, you can't play with this truth like you can do Christianity, man.
Yeah, you
Man,
can
the Lord
bull-
put your ass to death, man. You know, he'll fuck you and your family up, man.
Yep. You can bullshit with Christianity all you want because it's some bullshit.
Right.
But with this, man, you gotta take it serious.
Right, see how Mike Yep, they an old boy goddamn was scoffing and shit, and that the other dude got killed then. Mike Yep apologized.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, but hey, that's an example, man. You know, you play with Christianity around the world 20 times and back, man. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Yeah, the Lord take his word very serious. So do he take his name serious, man. You know, they go into using the Lord's name in vain. You can't do that, man. Let's get back into that economic too. Look, you go.
This Galatians chapter 1 verse 6. I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Hamashiach unto another gospel, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Hamashiach. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed.
Yeah, fuck that. You know what the truth is. The motherfucker come trying to tell you something different. You know, switching the doctrine. Fuck them, man. Hey, man, we can see it plain as day, man. We see this thing, man. It makes all the sense in the world. You know, a lot of this shit, a lot of these other Jake talking about don't make no fucking sense, man. They know they Israelites. You know? You got something, they on point, then you hear some shit like, what the fuck is he talking about? Oh, hell nah. They bugging out, you know? Fuck the whole new song up, man.
But that goes into the Lord choosing these stupid motherfuckers' delusions. He set up these camps to mislead these goddamn folks that he don't want, man. Yup.
Stumbling blocks.
Yup.
The Lord don't want our Israel to repent.
Right.
That's why he giving them over to wickedness, giving them over to false doctrine.
Yup.
You know, giving them over to their own lust, man.
Big minds and shit.
Yeah. A nigga talking about some fucking LGBTQ Israelite. Oh, hell nah. Hey, Lord finna destroy this bitch, man.
Stupid.
Right.
You know? Because you trying to fuse in, hey man, nigga trying to fuse in booty bandits with this thing, man.
Right.
Batty
Man,
boy.
you can't tell, yeah, Bati boy, man. You can't tell me the Lord, nigga, shut up, man. John 3:16. Hey man, Lord finna kill a lot of niggas, man. The worst of the horrible deaths, man.
Niggas deserve it.
You know, torturous. You know, like I say, man, motherfuckers think, oh, I might just die, I'ma die, but no. The Lord kill your ass and raise your ass back up in thermonuclear destruction, man, and kill you again, man. Play with the Lord if you want to, man. The king of terrors, man. You know, raise you up in your same body, put the flesh back on that motherfucker, dress him back up with the same clothes he died in, kill him, you know. Nigga ain't got no cuts, no nothing. The nukes gonna detonate and we gonna be right back alive. Damn, I thought I was dead. What happened?
Just right back up and get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Torture your ass with nuclear fire, man. Fuck that. It's a high time to repent and wake up out of sleep, man.
Right.
Because our salvation is nearer than what we believe. Lord willing, we're a part of that number, man. Where we was at? Now let me finish this. Then you go back to it. Verse Ezekiel 33 and verse 31, it say, and they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as thy people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Right.
For with their mouth do they show much love, with their hearts goeth after their own covetousness. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song. And this them shalom, y'all boys, nigga passing by going 100 miles per hour. Man, stop that motherfucker.
Hanging out the one.
Shalom. You know, nigga down there about to get decapitated trying to say shalom. God damn, huh? It say, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song, and of one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. And they hear thy words, but they do them not. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they say that a prophet have been amongst them, man. So when these things come to pass, guess what? Our people gonna know. Oh shit. The men been saying they start with Apostle Tahar on down since they all came into the truth, man. GMS, you know, Men of Valor. You know, all the different camps that teach, you know, the different brothers, whether they got a camp or they just individuals, small, you know, just 2 or 3. Them brothers were saying that, you know. My cousin, Lil Mike, he told me that.
I ain't believe him though.
I ain't believe him though.
Because he couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
I got more knowledge than him.
Yeah. Shit, I'd have been in prison. Nigga, shut your ass up.
I've been on that earth way longer than him.
Yeah.
I've been experienced stuff.
Yeah.
Older than you.
Yeah. What can you teach me? I'm older than you. What can you teach me?
Scripture say out of the mouth of babes.
Grandmama kept me in church. Dumb shit. Grandmama taught me all the scripture. Nigga, what?
That's your interpretation. You need to go back to church.
Yeah, everybody got their own interpretation. Nah, it's one true interpretation. Everybody else gonna die.
Right.
Simple as that.
Everybody else gonna die. Straight up.
Back in this economic, the Great Depression, it says the stock market crash of October 29, 1929. I just did the math on that. It's finna be 93 years come this October 29th. So the reason I brought it back out because you mentioned something about I think October 25th.
And they go into that video, man. He was like, this cycle come around every 90 years or something. It's some kind of lunar cycle, some kind of cycle. Every 45 years. You know, every 45 years. And this
45 plus 45 is 90.
Yeah. And this coming back around to that Great Depression time, so to speak. And this same lunar eclipse. All that shit gonna happen around the same time, and then a couple days. See, Esau play with that, man. Yeah. Esau play with that kind of magic, man.
That's why he got a daylight saving time and all that type of shit, man.
Man, y'all gotta watch that video though. It'll click. Y'all see what I'm saying more. You know, since you did.
Post that video.
I post it.
They like that market shit.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna post since we talk about it. I'm gonna put the video under this video, and then I'm gonna post it on the group chat, y'all.
It says the economic shock transmitted across the world impacted countries. Well, I think I read all that. Let me jump down. It says between 1929 and 1932, worldwide gross domestic product, the GDP, fell by an estimated 15%. By comparison, worldwide GDP fell by less than 1% from 2008 to 2009 during the Great Recession. Some economies started to recover by mid-1930s. However, in many countries, the negative effects of the Great Depression lasted until the beginning of World War II.
And hey, what they say, war is a racket. That's a way to get money, man. When the economy's failing, when shit like that happens, fuck it, start a war.
Yup.
You gonna get some money. Somebody finna get some money and somebody finna lose.
Yup. And we know that, Esau controlling the weather through his harp system. Yeah. Like you said earlier, with these storms and shit, Esau causing these disasters, man. So-called natural disasters. And then he come with the federal aid to help. That's just putting the economy into more and more debt, man.
Yep, and fucking what it's called, damn. Not the economy, but the production, not the production. Don't worry.
It says, however, in many countries, the negative effect of the Great Depression lasted until the beginning of World War II. Devastating effects were seen in both rich and poor countries, with falling personal income, prices, tax revenues, profits and prices. International trade fell by more than 50%. Unemployment in the U.S. rose to 23%, and in some countries rose as high as 33%.
And what they talking about right now?
Unemployment
rise. It ain't gonna be no work for Egypt, man.
No.
Hey, they talking about this year. A lot of people finna lose their jobs, man. Target, Walmart, they cutting back on $1 billion worth of orders. Coming up to you coming up to Thanksgiving. New Year's, Black Friday.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
Cyber Monday.
Yeah, Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve. Fuck Christmas Eve. Nigga open the gifts. Christmas Day. Nigga open the gifts. They got the fresh J's and the fit on New Year's.
Yeah.
We
hope this shit crashed before all them so-called fucking holidays, man.
You got all the midterms coming up in November, man. Hey, so ain't no telling what the fuck Esau finna do, man.
Yeah. He might plan to do some shit so he can stay in that motherfucker. Yeah, that motherfucker real goddamn devil, man. It says, cities around the world were hit hard, especially those dependent on heavy industry. Construction was virtually halted in many countries. Farming communities and rural areas suffered as crop prices fell by about 60%. Faced with plummeting demand and few job alternatives, areas dependent on primary sector industries suffered the most. And it's a fact that they already told all these farmers to euthanize their cattle, burn all kinds of crops and stuff like that.
And construction failing because everything going up, then shit, the production of shit slow,
Ain't nobody really buying houses like that no more.
Supply chain, that's what I was thinking of earlier. The supply chain all fucked up, man. Slow, backed up,
They still got all them hundreds of fucking ships on the California coast just sitting out that motherfucker. It says, economic historians usually consider that the catalyst of the Great Depression to be the sudden devastating collapse of U.S. stock market prices. Starting on October 24th, 1929, however, some dispute the conclusion, seeing the stock crash less as a cause of the depression and more as a symptom of the rising nervousness of investors, partly due to gradual price declines caused by falling sales of consumer goods as a result of overproduction because of new production techniques, falling exports and income inequality, among other factors that had already been underway as part of a gradual depression.
Yeah, and that's what the fuck going on right now. But worse, man, millions. They talking about millions of people losing their job. You know, they talking about all these things. But we in that time right now, man. These things are happening as we speak, man. As it's spoken right now. He talking about job losses. What else he said up in that last verse? Job losses, the lack of overproducing shit.
Well, falling
know,
sales of consumer
Falling
goods.
sales of consumer goods.
Yep.
You know?
Failing exports and income equality.
Motherfucker can't even get the fucking ships off the water.
Yep.
You know? Trying to shut down they fucking port city. Talk about the C-19, man.
Yep.
Hey, man,
Yep.
this play is a recipe of the ultimate disaster is underway, man. This
Right.
place is done, man.
Yeah, because this is like you say, this ain't a country.
Yeah.
This is a fucking corporation, man.
Yeah, and this collapse is gonna be worldwide, man.
Yep.
Once the dollar crash, or if say the what is Western Europe, if they banks and shit crash and all this shit gonna happen, what the fuck you think gonna happen in America, man? All this stuff, it's gonna be a ripple effect. Wherever it happened at first, it's gonna shake everybody up everywhere. Motherfuckers gonna be running to try to sell their stocks and shit. Motherfuckers gonna be running to the bank to get their shit out. And there's gonna be a motherfucking a freeze, you know? Oh hell, because once you get your money to the bank owns it. They don't owe you shit. That's their money.
Yeah, motherfuckers been already seeing that they can't get their shit. They go and try to get like 5,000 or better. They ain't giving you your shit, man. You got to get that shit out in small ass increments. You might well go to the ATM. Draw that shit, because they going to give your ass a series of questions you going to have to answer, man.
Yep.
Like, why you trying to get your shit?
Yep.
Motherfucker did me like that one time.
Because these motherfucking banks
I wasn't even in there.
The banks broke.
Yeah, they
You
broke.
know, you gotta get a little bit, get a little bit, get a little bit. Shit, spend, hey man, get that shit up out of there. Spend that shit up. You better do something with it, because hey, soon it could be all gone, man. Everything you got in the bank could be gone. Life saving, fucking life saving, man. You know?
The way the banks make money is off the interest of loans, man.
Yep.
You put your money in there, they really loan your money out to another motherfucker.
And motherfuckers not paying no fucking loans and shit right. You know, motherfuckers getting behind. Motherfuckers getting they shit as far as car loans, house getting foreclosed on, repo, evicted, you know? Hey, these things happening, but hey, that's because this place finna fall, man. The Lord shaking shit up, man. The Lord bringing this place down, man.
Right.
And Esau helping, man. Esau ain't no fucking help. Esau with the shit, man. You know, the devil is coming down with great wrath, man. It's subtle, but it's great. You know, it don't seem as if, but Esau making moves in the earth to collapse America and destroy the dollar, man. To collapse the current world structure, man. To bring in what? The NWO. One religion, one people, one banking system, however it go. One currency, man, digital currency. You know, that every nation is in with this shit, man. You know? Songs 17 to 13 or 13 to 17. That was all of it up on that economic and Great Depression. Yeah, but those are times we in those times now, man. We got war brewing. You know, the doomsday clock still bullshit and talking about some seconds. Man, this bitch done, man. You know, they moving that bitch back and forth playing with it and shit. 10 seconds from 0, 20 seconds. Man, go and put that bitch on 0 and make the move.
Wow, with that whole past 0.
Good. That bitch.
Negative 0.
Yeah.
Goddamn 1.
Try to knock that bitch off the wall, man.
Wood. Go ahead and goddamn crash this bitch, man.
then they doing it all with a smile.
Doomsday clock. That ain't no good thing, man.
Right.
That's an unwise king, man. You got a fucking doomsday clock.
Because he
You
know
know,
what he's
for
trying to do.
on your kingdom. Doomsday clock on your kingdom.
Trying to destroy this bitch.
He planning on rebuilding the desolate places.
Yeah.
That one scripture, somebody can look it up for the day of doom. Probably just put in day of doom, KJV8. I think it's in the clock. But you get to
I got another one.
You got it.
Isaiah 19 and 14. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof,
On the second edge.
as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
Y'all because they trying to make everybody unemployed, man. You know, they trying to kill all the workforce so motherfuckers can depend on the government, basically.
What it's
man.
called, not CBDC, but that's what they gonna use. What it's called, fuck. What they pay you every month.
UBI.
UBI, Universal Basic Income. Everybody got there getting a certain amount each month, according to your behavior.
So rise up, you bitches that are at ease.
Verse 16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it.
Yep. And hey, you people finna be like women, man. And you women finna be like children, man. Through. Terrified. You know? Nothing you can do.
Right. This that second Esdras, chapter 7, verse 43. It say, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time.
And that's why we want the doomsday clock to go off, man. Go ahead and set that motherfucker off, because that's the end of this time. Go implement your NWO. Whip the chips out, man. Talking about it's a chip shortage. Motherfucker got enough on to chip the world.
Right.
I bet it ain't no shortage on the ones that y'all trying to put in people. You know, go ahead and make your move, because they are doom, and you making your move is the Lord gonna pull up on your ass, man.
Yeah, that's probably why it's a chip shortage. They didn't use it all.
Yeah, they got files.
They got cases of them motherfuckers there.
This many people in the world, we gonna kill this many people.
Say it back in that second Esdras 7 and 43. It say, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. It say, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, the truth is sprung up. It say, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory.
Yeah, you gonna stop and listen.
It say, I answered then and said, this is my first and last saying, that it had been better not to have given the earth unto Adam, or else when it was given him to have restrained him from sinning.
Nah, that's pretty much the point. It's just being simple. He's, speaking to the angel, being simple, man. But this play, the day of doom, is approaching, man. You know, Ezra had a lot of simple moments. Ezra always was inquiring about 2/3, like, why the Lord won't just bring everybody and destroy this place. He was, but we be in that mindset sometimes, like, damn, shit, destroy this motherfucker. But he was having real simple moments, and the angel had to correct him, like, look, this how I got to do, so to speak. gotta play out like this because that go into the Lord's will. My thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways. You know, that's the perfect precept for Ezra. When you go through it, you know, his thought process on things, did that make him wicked? No, it ain't. He wasn't wicked. You know, he got corrected and, you know, kept, you know, Ezra had a big portion, man, when you go into the Apocrypha, man.
Damn. Anybody else come up?
That's pretty much the point. Ain't nobody got no. With that, Lord willing, this was edifying. We're going to turn and face the east and get all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, rule web, and the greatest to us young brothers of the truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Above.
Above.
Shalom.